All right, let's apply it to split testing. Maybe Brent can do this one. All right, so let's say you want a split test. It's going to cost you, let's say, $100 in traffic. You go, well, should I go for a red headline or a green headline? Or should I go with appeal A or appeal B? The truth is that, let me use the board for this. Let's say if that's the universe of your entire market, and you've captured these guys, and you're testing your red and green here. But this has been generated through appeal, let's just say X. Because the entire market is currently not addressed by you. So doing a red versus green test is only going to optimize locally. You're going to only optimize within the market you've already captured. But you have an entire market that's available here, which would be addressed through appeal B or appeal A or whatever. So which is why, if you're going to, now most probably what's going to happen is that this test is going to fail, because it's not that easy to find appeals that work, actually. But the payoff is massive. Low probability of success, very high payoff. And so I go for this kind of a split so I can increase my market size. Now what can happen as a result of the payoff is your market size could increase 10 times or 20 times or whatever it be. And all of a sudden, so even if you're less efficient, you're far more effective. Right, okay, so let's say if my headline is, how to be a ClickBank millionaire overnight, ... guaranteed, without doing anything. Okay, so I have it's sitting in red and I have it sitting in green. I might get someone who's driven by greed. That's an appeal. Now, let's say another appeal would be so let's say that's one appeal. But if you're just testing green and red, yeah, you may get some gain out of it. But another appeal could be, rather than going for the get rich angle, let's say, have a life of freedom by becoming a ClickBank millionaire. And so there's a slightly different appeal there. And so, yeah, so, sorry, yeah.
That's right. An easy way that I've had it explained to me is, for example, in marketing, it's 40% of your list. It's 40% your list, 40% your offer, and 20% your copy. So you can tweak your copy all day long, but it's still only 20% of what's going to get you the result. Whereas if you were to focus on your list or on the other thing, the payoff is much, much bigger. So it's where you're pointing your effort and how big of effect that has on the overall.
Correct. All I'm going to say to that is that those ratios would move based on the market. Yeah. And there's no stability about them. No. And that's why you want to test. Yeah. Okay? That's why it's non-linear. Yeah. Okay? All right, why is this so difficult? Back to the original task. Why isn't everyone doing it? Or why is it such an advantage? It's because we have met the enemy and he is us. It's basically because we have basically biases, flawed mental models, or non-existent mental models, substandard thinking and behavior. We're all kind of messed up in some way. And this comes through in not making optimal, or you're making suboptimal decisions. A bit like the example that I showed, you're just doing split testing at a local maxima rather than a global maxima. All right. The most important lesson from trading, and this applies to actually internet marketing as well, is phase one would be, tell me what works. The entire market full of products and services out there. Just tell me, go into one of the things I hear a lot is, go into fat loss, all right? Or only do CPA offers. Only do Google AdWords. And then the next phase after that is after kind of people have gone through and they realize, well, that's not going to work. And next one is tell me what to do. This is all the 7 steps to gazillions, the how-to market. It's easy, it's simple, it's easy to digest. It sells very well. Unfortunately, one of the things underlying all of this is that if your psychology is different to the guy who made the how-to product, it's not going to work. So what ended up happening is that you end up just doing a system of guru hopping. You're searching for the Holy Grail when it's within. Okay.